Alright, welcome to the Thunder Force 3 guide. Before we start, I want to talk about stage selection. So there are 5 stages. The stages go around in clockwise order after you pick the first one, I believe. I'm going to start with Hydra. Hydra is really easy. However, you probably, before you even want to do actual, attempts on this game, you want to practice right here. This is, I believe it's Gorgon, and then this one is Hades. These two areas you're going to have to memorize a lot. That's kind of what this game is known for. So just keep that in mind. The other 3 planets are very easy. You have Seiren down here. I believe this is Eris, and then Hydra, which we're starting with. And there are shields in this game. I believe there are 4 shield pickups in 3 of the stages. That's total for each. So there's 1 in about halfway through Gorgon. There is 1 about 2/3 of the way through Seiren, and then there's 2 in Hades. There's 1 maybe a little before halfway, and then another 1 shortly before the end. So you kind of want to end your route through the game with a shield left. I like to do Hydra first, which puts Eris last. But Eris is really easy once you're powered up. So once you get the shield from here, you're generally pretty good. You won't take too many hits until the last 3 stages of the game, which we'll see later. Okay? Alright, so let's start. There are 5 different power-ups in this game. If you look at the top center, you will see a orange and blue shot. The orange is the twin, the blue is the back shot. They power up to the Sever or Saber and Lancer. That power-up is your options. That's called the Claw. You want to make sure you take out a full line of those turrets first. And you can see we just picked up the Missile power-up, which is the side shot. We'll go over the side shot soon. You don't run into that. Make sure you kill the thing on the bottom. Pick up the Lancer power-up and then use it immediately for those. Watch out for those missiles. The blue things will kill you. You want to fire forward and then backward again. Take those out, and then you want to switch to the missiles. I messed it up here. But you can kill these things really quickly if you switch to the missiles. And then switch back to twin. This thing should go down pretty quickly. And then you can use the missiles to take out the turrets if they're still there. Alright, so this is a quiet part of the stage. Take out the laser thing on the bottom. There's a set of enemies there that I killed. There's also a set that spawns from this opening on the top that I'm firing at, but they didn't spawn this time. I'm not sure why. Then there's 2 turrets at the bottom that are hard to see. Be careful. There's 2 of these things again. You can point blank them with a twin shot quickly. If you stay at the bottom, you can get some points from the missiles, but you really just want to run through them, preferably with the Lancer firing behind you. Stay in the center so that they don't hit you. Take these out with the side shot. And then there's going to be bees. You want to point blank them with the twin. Don't worry too much about the flowers. Stay in the center here. There's going to be a bunch of enemies that spawn in. Okay. There's turrets at the top coming up. Move up to the top, you can kill them quickly. More quickly than I did. And at the bottom right, there's going to be a power-up that spawns in and goes away very quickly. If you stay down there, you will get the claw. If you died already, you'll get another one. However, you just get points otherwise. Okay, so this part of the stage, if you look at the vines here, right here, you want to line your twin shot up with this and this. If you can, okay? And that'll hit the enemy's weak spot immediately. You're gonna have to kind of keep lining it up, but you should be fine after the first one. You'll get used to it. He's gonna fire flamethrower. Make sure you move almost all the way up the screen to avoid it. Then if you stay here, okay, this is a fixed shot pattern, so it's not firing at you, it's just firing in a specific pattern. So stay firing at the stomach, and you will avoid this first shot. You move down for the second and move up for the third. That's it. And then we just do the flamethrower dodge again. Jump back, fixed shot, don't worry about that. Flamethrower again. And after that flamethrower, if you've been holding down the fire button, should be dead. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, next up we've got Gorgon. Probably going to do a lot of pausing here. This has the hardest boss of the regular stages, as well as the most difficult memorization section. So you want to move back, all the way back at the very beginning here. Stick with Twin for now, but once we see some flame pillars, we want to switch to the side shot. And that'll... oh, right. Make sure you stay near the bottom of the screen so you avoid these missiles that are coming at you, but you also don't get hit by the little laser, or not laser balls, the lava balls that are popping up from the bottom, okay? So I was really bad at this stage on this attempt, but if you stay like a quarter, like if you're going up from the bottom of the screen, like a quarter of the way up, here, I'll show you, like right here, you should be good. And make sure you select the side shot for this section, otherwise it's going to make it more difficult. And stay all the way to the left side, okay? There you go, you're through. Get down here. You want to switch to the side shot, stay down. Don't do what I did. Don't shoot these things. I almost did it here. But let off the shot button once you kill the enemies that pop out there, because these rocks will shoot into multiple more rocks, and you just don't have the firepower to get rid of them right now. They will kill you if you shoot at them. And move forward. You can switch to Twin here. There's gonna be more fire pillars. Stay down. Don't do what I did. Stay down here. And you take these out, and those little circles are a signal that you're going to come up on a power-up. So move towards the top of the screen and fire, not where I am. You can miss this power-up very easily. This is the Sever shot, or the Saber. You can tell because it's red S instead of blue S. The blue S is a shield. Do not pick it up immediately. Wait for the lava to go. This is the strongest shot in the game besides the side shot. You also pick up Wave here. Okay, so the screen is going to start moving quickly. What you want to do at this part is make sure you are on the bottom part of the screen, but not too far down. So maybe like a third of the way up the screen, like right here, okay? There's going to be lava balls that come up from the bottom of the screen, and you want to avoid them, but there is a shield power-up. The only one in this stage will go by very quickly right afterwards. Boom. Okay. Hold on to the Sever here. Just keep it out and fire at the top of the screen, and then the bottom, this guy comes up. Boom. Got rid of him easily. And don't stop firing after you kill him. I switched to Wave here. You can use any weapon if you have the Claw, because the Claw will kind of take out everything. But Wave is probably the easiest. You can get another Wave here if you need it. Stay in the middle here, don't do what I did. I got hit on my shield. Okay, you're gonna see a 1-up down here. What you're gonna do, you're going to see 4, I believe it's 4 lava balls pop up. The one that is directly in front of the extra life, like right here, you'll see it pop up in a second, is going to go twice. And after, I believe it's after it goes twice, you want to pick it up. Boom. There you go. Okay. I think it was actually the first one, so let's go back and correct that. So stay in the center for these and just dodge the ones from the back. Okay, so this one is the one you want to watch. This one should pop up twice. Okay, and then you want to pick it up. So 1, 2, boom. Guys come out of this little hole here. I would switch to Sever if you have it. Hunter is really good for most stages. This one it's not too good. Also, don't get mixed up like I did. Right after the Hunter. Okay, right after the Hunter, you're gonna see the lava column pop up. move right next to the lava column. So this one right here, you want to move here, okay? You do not want to be here. You don't want to be back here. You want to be right here, because you'll get hit by the next one if you stay there, okay? That's the last major obstacle in the stage. You can just kind of chill now. Use the sever to take out these guys. And then there's going to be 2 lava balls popping up. Just go through the center of them there. Alright, now you want to stay right here where I am on the screen, okay? I could not take out this one very quickly, but if you have the claw still, the 2 options that rotate, it will get rid of this first part very quickly, and then you can use a lancer to take out the second one. Or the saber if it gets in front of you. This is the hardest regular boss in the game. You're going to have to learn how to dodge their attacks, but it's not too bad. If you make it here with your power-ups, definitely have an easier time than, you know, without. You can also use the side shot when they're passing over you. Side shot is really strong. I'm going to take a lot of deaths here, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, you can see they just kind of rotate around. You don't want them to get this far in their pattern because they get a little bit unpredictable in my opinion. But you just want to keep picking weapons that will hit them. As you can see, I got really mixed up by their patterns. Lost a few lives there, but that's the main place that I lost lives in the game. Okay, so Seiren is next. Seiren's pretty easy. If you still have Hunter, use Hunter here. Just use Hunter like the whole way, pretty much. It's a lot easier if you have the claw power-up still, the options. But if you don't, you can still make it through here without too much trouble just using Hunter. Now, Hunter is a relatively weak weapon, but because you fire so many of them, it's a pretty good idea to use on stages like this and Eris. There's an extra life down there. Make sure you pick that up. Also, when you die in this game, you lose whatever power-up you were using. So I just picked up the Hunter again, thankfully. But I did lose it before. And you'll see we're gonna get our claw back pretty soon, which will make this stage a lot easier. You can't hit these things until they stop moving. There's the claw. Now we're firing 5 Hunter shots like every other frame or something. And yeah, there's not much to this stage. You just kind of chill. The bubbles push you upwards, so you're gonna have to constantly like push down. But it's not too bad. You will deal with it. Switch to the sever here if you have it, or the twin shot if you don't. Should make quick work of that. There's your shield. That's the first shield I'm gonna get in the game. I think I only take like 1 more death, if that, for the rest of the game. This was my best run on the last half of the game. But yeah, you're just gonna kind of chill here. If you start with this stage, you're not gonna have Hunter until about halfway through it, so you're gonna have to figure out a different strategy, so just keep that in mind. Also, with a lot of shoot-'em-ups, you don't want to stay on the edges of the screen anywhere. You want to stay, like, partially forward, so if something comes from behind you, you don't get hit. Alright, this boss comes up from the bottom, so don't hang out at the bottom. If you had Sever here, it'll make very quick work of this boss. I took a few more reps than if I would have had Sever. But you just want to dodge in between the circles and the little arrow shots it fires. Not too bad. Alright, next up we have Hades. This is a stage that looks like a spinning top, or Area 6 or whatever it is from Star Fox 64. Move forward here immediately. As soon as you get rid of those enemies, you move forward. You can use a variety of weapons here, but Hunter is generally easiest. You're going to see a little outcropping soon on the bottom. It looks like a tooth. you want to make sure you move forward when you see it. Also, those bubbles you can't get rid of with Hunter. Make sure you use Twin Shot or Saber to do it. Sever, whatever you want to call it. So we got through that section where we had to memorize. Now, shoot the bubbles on the bottom, and then there's 2 power-ups hidden here. So you shoot the top one, and then you shoot through the bottom, and you can get the claw and the side shot again. And you want to stay at the front of the screen here if you want to pick up the power-ups, if you need them. Okay. The F is pretty hard to get. Also, you're gonna see these little rocks. Okay, they're gonna pop up a lot in the stage, and you're gonna have to just kind of learn the stage to figure out where they are. They will fall down right before you get in front of them. So generally they don't hurt you, but they can. Okay, there's an F. This power-up, you want to wait for it to come out. So if you can remember, try not to have homing here. Try not to have Hunter. Try to use a different one. Wait for it to come out and then go through the top path. You do not want to go through the bottom path. You will get hit. I just took a hit on the shield, which was a bad idea for later, but I did pick it up. You can pick up this homing early. You don't really want to. Switch to the Lancer here, because you're going to have to go on this bottom area. Do not go on that top area first, okay? The game will not let you. Okay, so you fire that thing behind you, and then you're going to switch to Sever, because there's a mid-boss here. This one's a little tricky, can hit you a few times. Yeah. So you want to, if possible, I will show you where to dodge. There's 2 ways you can dodge this. I like to dodge right here. But you can also dodge completely around the bottom. Because these wave shots, you know, they're not too bad. You can go underneath them. But yeah, I took a few hits there. Not really good. This part of the stage goes really fast. You're gonna move forward. Oh yeah, make sure you don't get hit by that. That's not too bad of a thing. So it's gonna move forward. Don't worry about the rocks. They should just pass by you. But you do want to worry about the outcroppings and the other edges and stuff. This stage took me the longest to learn. Also, you want to switch to Lancer there after that enemy formation to get rid of the ones that pop up behind you. There's a 1-up there you can get. There's another 1-up in this level. Also, you can make it through there without getting hit. It's really difficult, but you can get through there without getting hit. I would advise changing your speed if you get here and you didn't move far forward enough. I never remember to move forward here. I'm not sure why my brain doesn't do it, but you can get through there. If you have a shield, you're going to be good. And immediately after that, you want to move into that little crevice. So there's a lot to remember in this stage, but it's not too bad. Now the rest of the stage, there's not going to be any surprises besides in the pits, you're going to see little rocks pop up. So just remember that. This is where the 1-up is. You got to go quickly, grab it, get out of there. Soon as you see it, grab it. There's a second shield. Okay, so we're going to go around this. Now beware, the boss is coming up soon, after the set of 4 rocks that I'll show you. When you get to the boss, make sure you are in the middle of the screen and that you move out of the way, because the boss is going to come from behind. So you can see I'm like aggroing the rocks here. Go to the top here. Don't go on the bottom route. There are no power-ups down there if I remember correctly. Okay, switch to Sever to get through here. Now I'm too far back on the screen, so I just took 2 hits on my shield. However, this boss is really easy. You can destroy the missiles. They just kind of die when you hit them with any kind of forward-facing shot. Just watch out for wherever the hands are shooting, okay? And that's pretty much all you need to know. Oh, it's Ellis, not Eris. So we're doing Ellis now. Ellis, you want to start off with the wave shot here, or the hunter if you have it. I don't have a hunter, but there is a hunter pickup near the end of this stage, which is really useful. If you don't have wave or hunter, you can kind of make through here using the twin and back shots, or the Sever and Lancer if you have them. Oh yeah, that enemy formation. You're gonna see 1, 2, 3, and then behind. That's how it works. Okay. Now the whole rest of the stage is pretty much just fire forward. Stay at the center of the screen. Don't run into the ground, and fire forward and get rid of everything. Okay. When you hear those twinkling sounds, those are the stalactites and the stalagmites, crystals, whatever you want to call them. Here's another claw power-up if you need it. I believe that's the first one you get in here if this is your first stage, so... if you see those crystals materialize at the top or bottom of the screen, it means they're gonna move upwards or downwards. If you see them, or if you hear them when you're hitting into the walls, that means they're coming down. But they're not gonna fall, they're just like infinitely tall. So you want to make sure you knock them out of the way. Okay, this mid-boss isn't too bad. You just want to point blank with whatever you're using. Probably not the side shot. If you're using the side shot, don't use it on that guy. Try to use something a little bit more powerful. Forward-facing anyway. Okay, we're gonna keep going down. The level is going to level out. It's gonna go forward in a second here. Okay, and that's your cue to start watching out for a set of ice crystals that is top and bottom. Okay, so it's right here. So move forward immediately after you get through there. Move to the bottom right corner, grab the hunter. It's only on screen for a very short amount of time, but it is a really good pickup to have. The hunter will kill enemies on the walls here. Some enemies spawn in later. I like to dodge in the middle of those. I dodge 2 of these and I move forward. Dodge in the middle of those. You really don't want to get trapped by the level, so you want to stay in this center area. Pretty straightforward. This boss isn't too easy, but it's also not too difficult. You want to use the Sever shot, as usual. You want to stay in the middle until it fires, and then get out of the way. And that's pretty much it. You don't want to stay too far off-center, because you will get hit by the enemies that it spawns. And hopefully you can kill it before those claws come out. If the claws come out, you can dodge them by, you know, moving far out of the way. Okay, this stage is really fun. This is probably my favorite stage in the game. Cerberus is the obligatory big ship R-type stage. Start off with Hunter here, and then you're going to switch to Sever as soon as you see the ship. Do not get killed by these instant laser things. Make sure they fire first, and then get in front of them, knock them out. There's a side shot power up in the center here. You don't have to grab it if you don't need it, but the side shot is extremely good in this level. You're gonna see how powerful the side shot is in the coming stages. Okay, so Hunter was our best friend for a long time. Side shot is our new best friend, and of course we want to hold on to our Sever as long as possible. So you're gonna move forward on the ship. Stay at least halfway forward, if not more, so that you can fire out as many of these missiles as possible. So you can see they're just killing everything on the ship that they come in contact with. And because they work like the little Darius missiles that run along the ground, they're gonna kill things, whatever they run into. And you don't want to stay too close to the ship here because the missiles keep spawning. Now you want to switch to Lancer, or Backshot if you have Backshot. Make sure you take these out. There's a Hunter power-up here if you need it. It will be useful in the coming stages, but Side Shot is more what we're going to try and hold on to. Side Shot and Sever. Switch back to... Oh, you want to hold on to this, because these... I don't know what these do. I just kill them immediately. And then I think you want to switch to Hunter here. Yeah. Hunter and stay in the center of the screen. Don't do this. Stick with Hunter until you actually get past that enemy formation, and then you're gonna use Lancer to fire backwards. Okay, you want to use Side Shot here. You want to get under this thing and use Side Shot immediately. I was a little bit late, but I can still get in there. Side Shot will eat this thing alive. Okay, and then you want to move back and dodge these few bullets that there's going to be. You've made a full loop around the ship. Now, you're going to go in here. I like to switch to speed 2 if I can. I think I do it here. Yeah. There are going to be enemies in here, but try and stay mostly forward on the screen so you kill them immediately. You're going to have to keep moving as the stage keeps moving, and move into this little crevice here. Don't be fooled by the top. Just point blank the boss. The boss is just going to get eaten alive, okay? Easy. Alright, Orn Base. This one's hard. This is a difficult stage. This is probably going to take you take a few lives out of your stock if you have any left. So just keep that in mind. We want to use Hunter most of the time, but we are going to use Side Shot and Sever a few times in here. There's really not much that comes from behind you in this level. So if you don't have Lancer here, it's okay. We don't really need Lancer for the rest of the game, I think. Okay. We're just chilling. There's a lot of power-ups here. Pretty much gives you back everything that you need except for your shield. You do not get any more shields in these last 3 stages, like I said. Also, there's going to be a power-up on the right side. It's a claw. You don't have to get it, but it is useful if you've taken a death at some point here. I grab the claw. And then you're going to keep an eye on the bottom left side of the screen. Just stay in the center, make sure you're dodging, and keep an eye on the bottom left. Because there's going to be an extra life down there. There it is. Make sure you grab that, it's not going to stay on the screen for long. This game gives you a lot of extra lives in the stages, which is very nice. I'm still using Hunter here. Still got 1 shot on my shield left, that's why it's red. Just chill here. And then once you see these, use the Sever to get through, and then you can switch back to Hunter to get rid of everything. It may get a little bit hectic, but generally they don't fire too much, so you should be okay. I like to take the little tunnels, but you don't have to. You can take the other ways. Switch to Sever here. So what you're aiming for are these little pods on the sides. You cannot damage this right away. You have to kill the pods on the sides. And they fire an 8-way shot. So make sure you are slightly off diagonal when they come down, okay? It's hard to accurately hit them, but it does work. So you can see I'm like slightly off diagonal when they come out. Now, when there's only 1, this is why you want to damage them equally, okay? When there's only 1, it's going to come further out. So it's going to come like all the way out here. So you might have to dodge forward to dodge the orb this time. But thankfully I kill it immediately. And then you can shoot the center. There's going to be another one of these, okay? We're not done yet. Alright, switch to Side Shot here. I think I just used Hunter for the whole thing, but you want to switch to Side Shot there. Okay, now, I think we're going to have to start dodging those orbs here. Let's see if this is a section. I don't quite remember if this is it or if it's after the next one. Yep, here we go. So always remember to stay slightly off center. Use the Sever on these. Easy. Okay. And you're gonna have to make some tricky dodges here. This is why this stage is pretty difficult. Once we get past this claw, I think we want to move, oh, maybe it's this wall. But we want to stay forward, yeah, because that thing pops out. So stay forward on the screen when you see that. And you only got a couple more to dodge before the next one. Alright? Here we go. Here's the next wall. Same thing. Take out the pods on the sides. You can see they're very hard to hit. There we go. Now you can hit the center. And through we go. Back to Hunter. Switch to either 1 or 2 speed here. You don't want to run into anything by accident. 2 is probably better. 1 is a little bit too slow. And then you want to use Sever for this if you have it. So this is a really difficult boss to do without getting hit. So don't feel bad if you get hit. Basically, these little boxes are going to go back and forth. You remember the boss of Gorgon? This is the same type of deal. They're going to go forward, and then they're going to go down, and they're going to go around in like, you know, the kind of a circular pattern. And you want to stay very slightly off center so that your one of your forward shots and one of your claws is hitting the boss, okay? You probably want a faster speed here. You might be tempted to go with the slower one because you're dodging walls and stuff, but you want a faster speed here to get out of the way just in case. Now, if you let those go on too long, the pattern gets really tricky. So if you don't have Sever there, or if you don't do enough damage, be careful. It's gonna get pretty difficult. Alright, Orncore. This stage, you can make it very easy, but it can be difficult. If you have Sever, you're in a really good position here. Twin Shot is fine. You can still make it through this boss. So the first boss here is not too bad. You just want to shoot into the core and dodge all of its shots. It doesn't really do much. Now the next boss, make sure you set your side shots, okay? It's going to make the next boss extremely easy. You want to move in, okay, as close as you feel comfortable. So I'm like right here, okay? Now this boss fires really dangerous boomerang shots. Not boomerang, what are they called? Ricochet shots. So if you see a blue shot come out of the boss, watch out, okay? Continue to watch those blue shots. If you use Sever here, you're probably going to see like 2 or 3. However, if you use the side shot, you might see 1, maybe 2 at most. You'll see. So there's 1. You can see it. I'm going to show you where it is, right here. This is it. However, we just killed the first phase, just as that was being fired. So this is just going to go right off screen, okay? Normally they ricochet like 8 times or something. It gets really crazy. You don't want to have to deal with that. And immediately after you destroy the first phase, switch to Sever, okay? And just stick with Sever here. Shoot the brain. Watch out for the circles. Now, what Sever is going to do is it's going to destroy the wave shots that the boss fires. You cannot destroy them with anything except, I think, Side Shot, Lancer, and Sever. Or the powered down version, so Twin Shot, Back Shot, and Side Shot. So do not use Wave or Hunter on this boss. Just use these and you will take it out very quickly. And that's it! That is 1 credit clear. And you can see you're going to get points for extra lives that you have left. You're going to get points for the credits you have left, and you will get points based on a multiplier for your difficulty level. And the ×1 multiplier is for normal. That's it. Nice job if you managed to get this one. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. I am not going to spoil the ending. We're going to stop it right here. So hopefully you enjoy Thunder Force 3 and learn how to 1cc this game. Even if it's not from my guide, I hope you find a way to get through it and enjoy it. All right, that's going to be it for me. I will see you on the next one. Peace.